Hello everybody and welcome back to Banished in the year 10 we are right now. Another winter is over and yes, we do have a couple of things to do. First of all, we have only 1,400 food. This dropped significantly over the last winter and it is a warning sign that I should not repeat the same mistakes that is expanding while we have a food shortage, because that's exactly what we have right now, because the food is going down. That means we're not producing enough. So how can we conquer this? Well, first of all, we do have 2 hunter cabins there. This is, I think, pretty fine for now. We don't have any fields at this point, right? We don't have seeds. In the beginning, we need to trade the seeds before we can start with the fields. Fields give a lot of food later on and can be processed into, you know, bread and stuff like that, flour to bread and whatsoever. But right now, we still have only the raw stuff that we can do, like hunting, gathering, and fishing. And we only have 1 fishing dock that is fully staffed already. So I would like to get another fishing dock up running now. For that, I would like to extend my road to the lake here that we have, right? So we have this beautiful big lake that I would definitely like to get into account soon. So let's just start by having a road system going all the way to the lake then over there. And here we can then start with the next food production, which is another fishery. Now it's really just as basic as this. I would like to keep a bit of space available here. Now we might actually make it here. And yep, let's actually have it here, because there I would like to keep the space for a harbor area and stuff like that. Right, so let's have the next fishery coming then from this area, and it all goes all the way then to that major road that we have already set up here now. That's going to require quite a lot of builders. Unfortunately, we don't have the builders. So once again, we do have a little shortage there right now of, well, people. We have 32 adults, only 7 students at the moment. That is a problem. That means that not a lot of people coming of age. We have 6 now, so 1 more. Yeah, we can actually assign this freshly educated person as a builder now. And that's basically all that we can do right now. What we could still do is the stone gatherer. I think we have, stone we don't have that much, but iron we have a lot. I could, for example, turn the iron gatherer off for now. Oh, wait a second. It's full anyway, so those guys should actually be doing something else anyway. And, you know, can help, for example, constructing that road that we have there. I'm certainly not going to build any new houses at the moment, as long as I'm not entirely sure. Look at that, the food, oh my goodness. We're close to 1,000 there now. I should be very careful. At least my single builder is, at the moment, constructing the fishing docks, so she really knows what priority means, right? Getting the fishing docks up here is a priority of ours, and hopefully we can finish this one while it's still good weather, so we can use the fishing dock then rather soon. I definitely need another source of income there before the next winter strikes. Very important. And very good, at least another fishing dock is ready, and just in time we got another laborer coming up here, and this guy, and I think with the addition of, let's just see, we have 2 gatherers. We have too many gatherers anyway. Let's get rid of 2 of them and put them into the fishing tree there as well. So fishermen, and 3 more fishermen I can have now. Very good, that should do something. I've taken away some gatherers. We will, after all, put this one here out of work, right? So the iron gatherer, we don't need that for now. Stone we can still keep, since we do need that quite often for building, and as we can see, we're rather low on stone as well. There's not that much really. Also, our beautiful romantic graveyard is filling up, as we can see. So we have 2 more dead people. They died of old age. So we got 1 from childbirth now and 2 of old age, and hopefully it stays like this for a while, because every single person that we lose is 1 person less that we have here for our workers. So we have lost a few people. 2 more people came of age just now. So let's just check if we have lost anyone that was working in any profession up to this point, right? Fisherman we can now fill to the highest one, and I think the forester actually we lost 1 here, and let's refill the forester there as well. Perfect. I think everyone else is working. Blacksmith we can use with 1 only for now, and 1 builder who is finishing the streets. Perfect. And also our fishers are working hard at work and producing the fish. We are still barely above 1,000, where we've been for quite some time now. We need more fishies. And I know this fisherman is a bit far away from the town, but it's still fine. Transportation should be working. The major thing here is that I'm not expanding any more houses, and still dropping too hard. We have the woodcutters here, 2 of them. They're producing fuel. No, they're producing construction materials. We don't need that for now. Let's turn it off and let's use those 2 people as laborers. But also let's build another food production. And yes, while we are at this beautiful big lake, let's use its resources. And one of them would be the tidal pool. A tidal pool harvests oysters, mussels, crayfish and seaweed. And that's all stuff that we can eat. Let's put it right next to the fisher here, and we can already use one of our new materials that we have, the logs, so the planks. I'll rather just call them planks really. And yeah, we can use this new resource to build this new building. They're hopefully producing some more food for us. Let's reduce the amount of woodcutters to 1. This is basically the one that is focusing on the firewood now. So we have 2 laborers and 1 builder doing the job here. And boy, there's lots of work to be done here. There's also some interesting new buildings that we have with the mod, the wharf and the ship, for example, from some very advanced food production. Look at this building. Fantastic. I can't wait to build this one. There is still a resource that we don't have yet. So not for now. Boy, this building really does take a lot of time. It's the middle of winter now and we're still building it. So a 98%, please give me that last 2% that we still need. A positive note though, we have 2,000 food now, so we have a bit of a surplus again, and 2 more people turned adults. We have 4 people available right now that can work with us. And yes, we do have a bit of a problem here because I'm building more workplace buildings but no houses. So I need to hurry up there with the houses as well. If we don't build any houses, we will have a lack of children pretty soon, and that means that for a very long time we won't be having any new adults. So in case a lot of people die at once due to a tornado, for example, which can happen anytime, we might not have enough people coming after the dead, and that would be a real problem. Now we have the tidal pool working now, as we can see in all its glory. Has some nice images there too, and we still need someone working in this one, the tidal pool. A dredger, and there he is already, and hopefully producing us nice, well, quite a lot of food, hopefully, with oysters and stuff like that. He's already transporting something, and that is some fish and some stone that he's probably found as well. Very good. I'm still keeping, 3 builders so they can, well, let's actually make 3 builders out of it. They can finish this road here while we are in late winter already. And food, yeah, it's looking rather good. Now something else that comes along with that is, another thing is, for future expansion of food, the hunting cabins, right? We have 1 hunting cabin here, 1 up here, and then it's getting a bit far away from the village, especially if the next hunting cabin we would have to build somewhere in this region. So what I can also do is I could have a small bridge here and have a hunting cabin in this area for now. That is rather well far away from the other hunting cabins, but still close enough to my town. So yeah, let's build a bridge. We can do this right here, and there we have the bridges available to us. There are some nice ones. Let's just see that we do get something that does the job. For example, yep, here a wooden bridge. But what I like is the covered log bridge, as I think it looks fantastic. And yep, there we can build 1 going over there, just where we have the school right now, and hopefully they're starting constructing this bridge here then rather soon. We will also be able to continue then with a normal dirt road on the other side, so just here. Oh, there's actually, what I just realized now, a mountain or a hill, so we can't really, look at that. I can't build anything on it. I will need to go around it into this area there. Right, there we have that, and then we might just have us a hunting right here. Look at that, it's all alone out there and has lots of forest in its surrounding. We might also be having a gatherer here then later, right, so that we have this building now. 3 builders, that should be fine doing the job here, and they can do the job hopefully just fine. Another thing is coming up. We have the logs already with the sawmill. We should also be focusing on bricks soon as our next construction material to build some more advanced buildings, brick houses and brick streets that I'm looking forward to. But for now, let's wait for the houses here. And there we have it, our very first tiny, cute little wooden bridge. Oh my goodness, it's looking fantastic. Let's have the road to the other side, and now we can finally go to the other side here as well, to this little, yeah, well, It's not an island really, to the other land I should say, and there we can start building the hunting cabin first, and it's of course gradually coming then into our city as well with some nice bridges in between. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. Now that's working. We still need to wait there a bit. Also the log dropped really low, I have no idea why. We also have the first salt coming in from somewhere, I guess because we were working close to the river, or, oh wait a second, from this one here, from the tidal pool. Could also be that they're harvesting some salt here from time to time from, perhaps this is a salt lake, who knows about that. You know what, since I'm really damaged with my last food shortage that, well, ended my last playthrough, one hunting cabin is not enough. What I'm also going to place here right away is another gatherer's hut, so also somewhere out there in the forest, far away from the village, so they are all alone to themselves, and hopefully there's lots of new food coming in. Look at that, we have 13 children, so at the moment there's a huge surplus coming in. That's good to see. What we can also see is a little demographic change now here. That is that we have some older people now, like Tristantine. Those were the first settlers that we had in our village. Tristantine here, this old couple there, Lamberlin and Aronda, they're pretty old, in the 70s. I mean, this is respectful because, you know, I respect that. They got very old in this age, but still, there's nothing else coming out of them anymore. He's a gatherer and a hunter, so they're still productive, but they're soon dying, and then they make room for new people. Other than that, what we also have is that a lot of the children that we had, and they're now adults, they're living here and also creating new children. So we have now 13 children actually, I think in just 1 year. Additional children, a lot of them, and 8 new students. So a lot of people are coming. I don't need to build any new space necessarily because we just have so many new people coming in here. Very good to see. On the other hand, of course, this brings us the food problem once again. Now here, the hunting cabin in these beautiful autumn forests should be finished soon. We already have a couple of laborers waiting for those guys then. Very good. Hunter up and ready. And let's assign the next hunter to this area then right away. There we have it. So we have 7 hunters now. 2,000 food. That's still not enough. I need at least 4,000 food before I feel comfortable expanding again. It's just beautiful. This game is really beautiful. I like it, especially in autumn. All these cute little houses there. And it also looks a bit, you know, dreary as well. So a bit horrifying perhaps, how alone we are and what might await us. Last time a tornado devastated my island or my village. I hope it's not happening again. A lot of dead people then in the graveyard. And yes, just in the middle of winter we also finish now the gatherer's hut. Very good. And 4 people would be available now. So let's assign all of them to the hunter and to the gatherer as well. So they're going to be gatherers there. Let's actually make all of them gatherers. So this gatherer hut is now full as well. And this should of course help with the medicine there as well. So there's still, after all this time, no use that I have for the herbalist. But it's fine. If I need it, if I need herbs at some point, I can within a few seconds assign someone to herbalist and get some herbs in, right? So it's also a nice safe mechanic that we have there. The apiary, is it actually producing honey? I don't know. I have no idea about this. Let's just see if we have beeswax, 180 of that. That's quite a lot. So I'm glad that we have that. This might be good for candles then, so my people would have a bit more light. Might be a good idea. Who knows about that? There's also something interesting in here. Pearls we have now, and gold gilder. Looks like a coin. And 1,500 flowers. What am I doing with 1,500 flowers? No idea. Fantastic. Now, a lot of people should be coming adults soon. We got the next one laborer. And I would use this now to start my little brick production as well. We have 2,000 food. Fine, but still, please continue to grow. Let's have a look at the bricks. And for that, we do need a shore house where sand and clay can be dug up from the river. So it needs to be close to a river. The rivers, fortunately, we have plenty of them, right? So I could also have a nice big production of that and perhaps even specialize into brick production and, you know, sell it then. Let's use this cute little spot that we have there. It's also rather close to my industrial zone. And there we have then the road going all the way to that side here. Right, so this can be used then. And in spring, finally, we have it, a shore house, dig sand, we can say also dig clay. And I think clay is what we need more right now in order for the bricks also to get. And I think clay is also something we need for a lot of buildings and not so much the sand. So dig the clay, and we do have someone who needs to work this one now. And there it is, the shoreman. And shoreman, you can work on that. Perfect. And another production that is starting with that. Of course, this is only the first basic resource. Oh boy, I can barely see anything here. Since we do actually have some laborers, let's get rid of all of these trees here, right? Instead of them, we might be building something else in here, but this is just way too many trees. And yeah, also about the storage, we have the stockpiles here. That is without a roof, so totally, you know, exposed to the seasons, and it's also rather full all the time. So what we might do is we might want to build a first real warehouse that also takes more into the storage there. So the warehouse will be a good location for that. It does require not even that many resources. Most of it is stone, and we have so much of it, so it's perfectly fine to build it. There we have it. It's a rather big building, and I just hope that we can then get rid of the stockpile and then have a real building there. The same with the, you know, storage barn. That just takes a lot of resources in there as well. One laborer, let's actually make it. Yeah, actually, let's keep it. One laborer and 2 builders, so they can start on the construction, while the laborer, the single one here, is taking down all the trees here in this area. Oh well, it's faster than I thought, because of course we have lots of buildings that are not productive at the moment because they've reached the limit. So a lot of people are helping out there, chopping down basically everything that we have around here. Those people will be rather shocked, but behold, there's light. They can now see something. Let's have a street connection also here, going then over to the warehouse, and then down here perhaps, and over there, right? So that we have also this one connected. And here, right? Why not? Let's add another country house, so that we also finish this one. Ah, that was the red one again. Ah, damn it. And I've lost it. Not so easy. But another building coming up here too. I think we can afford it now. 3,200 food. That is a lot. Perfect. Food is going up again, and the warehouse coming along now has all the resources already, and 2 builders. And I think, did we just lose a person? I had a laborer available. Did someone just die? Why was I not being notified? Yes, in fact, we got one more grave. Alright, I think I've missed it. No idea. Perhaps due to old age. I can't think of anything else. And lo and behold, there we have the big warehouse by its glory. And we're probably going to say just what it might want to take now. So the warehouse basically now gets all the resources from around it and takes it into its storage, right? And we might want to say that this one is a, well, storage for all the raw materials, and this one here is for food and stuff. Right, so this is basically holding all of that. And here we can, for example, say take everything for the clay, and then we can make it full. Ah, you know what? Screw that, I'm a total noob. Of course, this warehouse was a specialized warehouse that was actually storing resources but not distributing them. Or, well, only manual distribution. So, of course, it was not workable. I just deleted it real quick. Again, we got our construction materials back, so no harm done other than a bit of time. And yeah, what we can still definitely do now is we can provide the brickwork. So we have the clay that has been collected. As we can see, the brickworks already takes 60 clay that we need to get into our hands there. I've built a second stockpile over there where already some clay is being stored. The same goes with this one. So the brickworks is my next target. I'm going to place it right next to the sawmill so that we have the, you know, advanced construction materials being a bit closer together. I'm building it like this, and in between those 2 buildings we're going to have some additional, let's just see, some additional road that goes through that, so we can, if we want, have more of them close together here in a smaller block around it, right? So another sawmill perhaps right to the other sawmill, and more brickworks to the brickworks that I have right now, if I ever need that many construction materials. Pooh! So that is done. Mistake recognized and of course rectified right away. The only problem I can see right now is that the clay we don't have that much clay at the moment, right? So the shore house up here is working, but not fast enough. We have 4 laborers, so perhaps I can raise the limit here. Very good. For another digger, as we might just call them, because they are, you know, digging up the clay. There it is, the shoreman number 2. And we have 3 laborers. 2 of them are going to work for builders now, as builders, because I do need to get my brickworks and the roads here also finished. And we have almost 5,000 food. That is a lot. That is really good. That means basically we can also build a few more houses as construction. And here I would like to keep this little tiny area there, perhaps for a market. We want to have a smaller market here for those buildings here, so that they get their food and stuff. So we might just continue here with building. We already have 2 Boston houses there. We could build a few more Boston houses right next to them, right? So right next to each other, a nice little block here. Why not? And this one here, Boston house number 2, to add a bit more variety right next to the church. Here one and here one. Boy, I hope that's not too much expansion there right away. I mean, we have a lot of food and we have the food productions, so it should be fine. Let's just have the road then all the way down here as well, so that we have a nice little block of Boston houses close to the church there, and a market then on this side here, so that we can distribute the food and the materials those guys need for all of that. Perfect. Those houses here, they're not going to stay there for much longer. We're going to need some service buildings here in the center of them. For now it's still workable, and I'm looking forward to my bricks, because this further opens up more advanced buildings that we can build. And I think it might be time now soon also to think about a harbor area, a trade port that we can use to see is being finished as we speak. So that's another Boston house block that we have out here. And yeah, it's well, probably the biggest expansion that we had so far, with 4 more buildings coming up then. This is going to be interesting how it affects the food production. At the moment we have a good food surplus, and I've also built a hunting cabin and gathering cabin, so hopefully food should be in. But I'm going to monitor this one closely. As soon as I see it goes to 3k, then we might want to reinforce some of those productions. As we can see, whenever there's a building finished, well, people are moving in right away. And yeah, some of those houses are being used by just 1 person, which is a bit of a shame. Such a big house, right? But it's still fine, of course. We need housing for everyone, and those 2 more are coming up. Now, very good. The town is still growing, which is nice. What we still need is a trading port, and that would be one of my next goals. By the way, yep, the brick production is up and running, and we do now have already 290 stored bricks that we can also use for some brick roads and brick buildings and stuff like that. But let's get for the port that we have out here. And yes, well, there we do have the building. Let's just find us a suitable location for it. I think this looks good. By the way, this is only the first version of, well, our trading post. It does already require a lot of resources, but I'm not intending to build any other trading post for quite some time. Plus, we have the resources, right? Just for what's out there, well, we have something, well, a lot of building ports or trading ports available to us. Lots of different things. Going to be interesting how we can use all of that. But for now, this is fine. This is pretty big already. We have 4 builders working on that now, transporting the iron, stone and logs. Iron, by the way, only 100 left. Is that right? Oh yeah, we don't have that much iron left anymore. I will probably need to activate that iron gatherer here again. And perhaps, yeah, I'm going to use then the builders that are available then once again as the gatherers, so we get a bit more iron coming in. And by the way, what I can see is, yeah, resources here we still have some, right, but not forever anymore, the iron and stone. There we have the mountain, so I could use some mines then as well. And probably the coal mine will solve my coal problem, as the charcoal burner is not working really. Well, I haven't seen it how it works yet, but the mine might solve a problem. Now we're building the trading post here as our next priority. Why? Because we do need the seeds for fields. Right, we can't rely all the time on fish and hunting. And I would like to get some fields so we can make flour and bread and stuff like that, and pepper perhaps, to have more meals available to us and a real kitchen at some point. So it is late summer. Perhaps we can finish this building here before winter, and though I have my doubts. We have, well, actually 4 builders, and as we can see, resources are being brought over now. It's still going to take a while. Ah, very good. It's early autumn and it's coming along. We have all the resources here. And yeah, lots of builders basically. We also have 2 more laborers coming of age. Or well, children coming of age. I'm going to use them as gatherers right away. So that we also start gathering some iron again. We also need the iron for the tools. Don't forget that. We should never be running out of tools anymore. We have 30 tools. What I might do is I might increase my limit here. Oh, not 100. But we had 30 previously. Let's make 60 now, right? Let's double the maximum capacity of what we want to have for the tools there at least. Because, well, we're growing and the tool demand is pretty high, and 30 is basically not a lot anymore. Right, 96%, and there we have it. A trading post, or trading port, very good. So what can we do with that one now? We do still, first of all, need traders for that. I do have 2 laborers available. I might suggest that one of them goes as a trader, and the other one is just, you know, running around aimlessly and trying to gather as much as possible. So there we have the trader, one of them. And yeah, we need to stock some stuff now. Actually, wait a second, let's make 2 traders. Doesn't matter, right? And we do get the resources in faster this way. 2 traders there. Let's just see what we can use. We should be having a lot of stuff actually. Inventory, first of all, we want to get this one up. I know we have a lot of flowers. Let's try to get 300 flowers in there. And perhaps... Now we have lots of logs. Oh, wait a second. I know what. We have lots of lumber. I could use that. Oh, and someone else died. Childbirth once again. Brina the fisherman. Oh, bad. There was a food producer that just died. We should be extremely careful when something like that happens. So I'm going to... Yep, reduce the amount of builders. And we definitely need to replace her quickly. There it is. Should not forget about that. And another gatherer is available there too. Perfect. Oh, wait a second. Hunters. Oh, yeah, we only have 6 out of 9 hunters. I should do something about that. Let's wait for the builder to finish and then also another hunter coming into play. As we can see, the traders are now getting the resources that I just ordered. So the lumber, or what of stuff do we have plenty of? We have coal. Let's use 50 coal there for now. We can also get this one in. And perhaps... Boom, 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 boom. What else do we need? We have lots of stored textiles. Can I see what kind of stored... We have 3,000 flowers. Oh, come on. Let's get 1,000 flowers into the storage here. Doesn't really matter, right? So there we have them. As we can see their trade value. So, for example, the coal is actually valuable. Oh, whoa. This is pretty good. 5. We might be making an industry out of this one. The lumber is 4 and the flour is 1. But we have so much flowers that it, you know, kind of like compensate for that. Because we can get up to 1,000 flowers on the trading. We should be definitely having enough resources in the inventory, so if the seeds are coming in, we might purchase them, or we are able to purchase them. What else do we have? Herbs. Let's make 2,000 flowers out of it, to be honest. I mean, we have so many of them and I still have no idea what we're using them for. Alright, and thus we're building it up. Now, if some trader is coming along, right, we need to keep an eye out now on the river. So there we have the main river going all the way down here, and it's going then all the way up here to the other lake and then into this major river. So from time to time there's going to be a trader now coming along, docking here, and once he's docking we can see his wares, and if he's got the seeds then we just grab them. Alright, another thing is the brickworks here. So we still haven't finished this one yet. 47 out of 60 clay. We're just not producing enough clay at the moment. We have the shore house and there's actually 2 people working on that, but it seems it's not fast enough. You need to hurry up. Seriously, you need to hurry up. I want my brickworks. I want my bricks to come in. And let's also check the food. Food is fine, but oh yeah, firewood is rather low. We're using firewood for many things and I only have 1 woodcutter active at the moment. I'm actually going to put the builder now as a woodcutter there too. So until we have enough clay, he can work as a woodcutter too. We need to have 2 there at the minimum. Storage we have now enough because I have the second stockpile. So lots and lots of logs and timber is coming in there and we need all of that. And will you look at that, the cemetery is full. We have 12 out of 12 graves in the cemetery. That means we do need more grave space, right, for all of those people. I don't know why so many people just kept dying, but unfortunately, yeah, we do need a bigger space here. Most likely, yep, just behind the chapel that we have, so we could still then add another cemetery there as well. And yeah, the small chapel is still fine. As we can see, 63 members it has at this point. Once it's full, we might build another chapel somewhere, or we just build a big church then in the center. So that's that. More space we need. Another thing is we have 5,500 food, so yep, quite enough. I might just continue with my expansion. We have 12 children, 9 students at the moment, and this of course can still be more. As we can see, only half the capacity of our schoolhouse is being used as of this moment. I would also like to continue into this direction then. Is there a trader on the way? There's no trader on the way at the moment. Fortunately, we need to be very careful. I don't want to miss him, just in case he's got some seeds with him. Oh, will you look at that? There is actually the first trader coming in. Very good. Let's just see what he's got. He's got jade statue, barrel, and lamp oil to sell. Unfortunately, that's it. He's Chalonzo, the craftsman. So he's not a farm or anything. Farmers usually have the seeds with them. And yes, I'm not going to trade anything here since I don't need that. Jade statue we could use for some statues that we can build ourselves as ornaments, but I'm not at that point yet. What I can see is though that we don't have that many valuable things. I could have 2,000 up to 3,000 trade value I could have, right? We might actually be getting a bit more into this area then as well, into this port, just in case. Now we already have 2,000 flowers piling up again. We might just increase the flowers to 3,000. Right, so that's another 3,000 in trade value. And the furnace fuel, we have 100. Hide code. Oh, we don't have that much code anymore. We should be careful about that. Nope, that's actually it. So 3,000 flowers plus the rest should be fine. And yes, the brickworks also have the clay now. So my single builder here should do the trick. And he can start. I've also laid out some more road foundation over here, so that we can continue them with more houses. And our next production chains. I still need so many more products. And there we have it, the brickworks. They produce bricks with clay, with a lot of clay, and furnace fuel. Furnace fuel we have, and we just need now one that is working in this area. And there we have it, the kiln man. And we actually got just a laborer ready for that, and he's now working there. 13 clay dough, that is a lot. We're not able to do that much. I will need to have another shore house, and by the way, I will need to have a lot of them, because beside the clay I will also need the sand for the glass then. So, that's a lot of stuff. The shore house, we might also build one up here. I think this is a good location there for it. To enlarge in our trading or our port area, our harbor area, right? So these are all port or harbor buildings, and let's just have it here. And then another road that we have in this area as well, and beside our trading post. There's no more trader coming in, I guess, for this year. They're not coming so often, and it's always a different trader, so perhaps we're lucky at some point to get a good one. What I know though is that yes, they're docking at the lake, and I'm really happy about that, because then this whole thing makes sense. And look at the flat shoreline that we have here. Huge port later is totally possible. For now, we are using it for the shore house and the tidal pool. And those things should be coming in. I want more clay. And I want more laborers and workers. Where are all the people and students? We have 10 students in the school right now. Hurry up with the learning. I need you. I need all the hands that I can get right now. Here, my builder is hopefully continuing with building the streets that we have there. And whoa, finally, only almost a quarter year later, we got the first 10 tons of bricks in my stockpile as well. That's taking quite some time, and yeah, not even the clay is fast, but the bricks take even more time. So I will probably have even more people who need to work there. Yep, we got 2 more laborers up. Both of them can be used then in the shore house right away. Let's have 2 builders for now, so that we can finish those things more quickly. And yeah, another one turn adult. Perfect. We are around 6,000 food. I feel a bit comfortable with that, though we of course still need to keep a track on that. There we have the next shore house. Let's get us someone in there. The shoreman, as they're called. 2 more are coming in. Very good. We can also raise the limit here to another one. So we have then 4 of them. And... oh, by the way... 2 builders. Let's reduce it to 1. And this 1 builder here we can use then in the brickworks. Once I have enough clay. I don't think we have that at the moment. Nah, I will need to wait on that. And yes, of course, I need to say, tell them, please dig clay and not sand for now. Sand is coming later. And the trading post, let's also reduce the amount of traders here by 1, or the active ones, right? So 1 less. Reason for that is we have full storage here, and who knows when a trader comes along that actually sells us stuff that we need. So that way we have an additional laborer available now. So we have 2 builders. And with that, I can continue now constructing a few more houses. This block here is looking good. I would really like to get rid of these buildings here, the tiny houses now. In order to do that, I will need to build, first of all, the houses here. So some normal houses. I would like to get with the salt box house that uses the lumber that we have. I really like the look of them. So I'm going to have them, with all the trees, it's hard. I think there we had the road, right? Let's build 3 of them here. And then perhaps also... I can't see it. This is tricky. I think this way. Yeah, very good. And here I could build 3 more. So we're building 6 of those houses now. That's a lot of builders required, as we can see, 24. So whoever comes of age now can be used as that. And once the first ones are finished, we will deconstruct those buildings here, right? I really want to get rid of them. And I'm not risking it to... I mean, it's spring, right? We could throw them out now. And before the next winter, we should be finished with that. Because in here, I would like to have a town hall. A town hall makes happiness or increases happiness. It is a gathering hall where people can meet up. Also, well, make a law or something like that. A convention. And very important to have it. Oh, very good. The first ones are already being finished, so we can... begin with deconstructing those houses here. Let's actually start with the first 4. As we can see, a few of them got homeless now, but they will be able to move in now. Any moment then. There we got the first salt box house now. Gotta say, I almost like them more than the Boston houses. No idea why. And by the way, these are only still the basic houses, right? We do have some houses that I'm really eager to build now, but unfortunately we don't have the resources yet. So the real town halls or town buildings as well, like this one, they look fantastic. They're going to be in the center then, but we still have, or we still need resources for them that we don't have yet. We still need more people for the advanced products. Oh, very good. Resources are actually in already. So it's all about the building now. And since we have the bricks, I might also start with the brick road, right? Red brick road. Let's have a look in the center here, how it looks then. So this one here, I would like to have some red bricks on it now. We have 20 bricks. That's not a lot. We need to start mass producing them. Let's have the 3rd builder on it. And 7,000 food, 300 firewood. It's all still looking good. I mean, those people in the center here, they don't have the best views, right? They only have windows in the front and that's it. They're really dark places. Those houses don't have windows in the back. So on the side, if it's especially a building like that, it's rather dark, I think. Righto. Those people are in now. And I think early summer, yep, let's also deconstruct those structures there. We should have the housing for all of them. Ooh, and look at that. A trader. Ah, it's a miner. He's selling gold ore, tin ore and marble. Not the worst things. Marble? I have no use for that yet. I'm pretty sure there are important buildings for it. And at some point I will just get it myself. But unfortunately also... So we had a craftsman now and a miner. Where's the farmer? As our next trader. Right, there's another house now. Perfect. So no one should be homeless now. Oh, 4 are homeless actually. But we're still building 2 more houses there. And 3 builders we have. It is summer though, so all is well. And there's also the first brick roads coming up. Look at that. Fantastic. Makes it look more civilized right away. Could also make it out of stone though, I guess. I like this one though. It's a beautiful town coming together here, I think. The trader, well, he stays for quite some time. That's good to know for the future, so we don't need to be that stressed out when there's a trader coming. Brickworks, yeah, there's no resources. There's no clay coming in. It's incredible, really. We have another shore house working now. What are you guys doing all day? Alright, I just see why we have a delay in the construction here. That's because basically we don't have the lumber. So I turned off the sawmill some time ago and it's not producing. If it's producing now again, let's actually raise the limiter to 400. We have the workforce anyway, right? And we have the logs for sure. The problem though is that I still have one homeless. So I guess he's going to move in somewhere right on time. I mean, it's autumn. We might still be able to finish these houses there before anything, but who knows about that. Let's also continue with some dirt roads, so there is some more in this area, and then there we have those houses there. I just love, look at that, those beautiful red houses there with the autumn color, trees everywhere, fantastic looking overall. What a beauty. Alright, I just hope that we don't have any deaths then this winter there. Would be very unnecessary. I hope you enjoy this one. Stay tuned.